On my truckers, welcome to Truck News. Email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. I appreciate you guys for watching today's show. FMCSA, they have their public announcement, and basically what they're doing is they're reopening the comment section for broker transparency. And this period that they had this closed in January, but the SBTC wrote a letter, an email, and got them to open it back up. And February 18th, it should be opened back up. I'll put links out there. Now, for the people that don't remember, the FMCSA broker transparency proposal was 4 main provisions, right? I'm not saying I agree with these provisions, but this is what they are. Right. 1, it requires brokers to keep their records in an electronic format. Number 2, it requires that records contain information about charges and payments connected to the shipment, including a description, amount and dates, as well as any claims connected to the shipment. Number 3, it affirms that brokers have regulatory obligation to provide transaction records. And number 4, which I don't agree with this, but people are saying get what you can. It requires brokers to provide an electronic copy of records within 48 hours after your carrier makes its request. And people are like, what's 48 hours really going to do, right? And, it's one of those things where here's the truth. Right. And I'm explaining this for people that are company drivers that aren't owner operators yet. We'll give an example of the interview I did with Pink Cheetah Express. OK, so basically, you actually right now have the right to exercise your right of broker transparency. If you want to know that rate con and know what that freight broker actually got paid, you're allowed to ask that. But here's the screw stuff. They try to make you sign waivers saying that you won't ask those things. And so when a load comes up on the load board or something like that and you call in, they basically send you a contract over and you got like 2 minutes to read it. Within that contract, there's language that states that, hey, you will waive your right of broker transparency. And that just seems wrong. And remember, when I interviewed Pink Cheetah Express, she actually got the FMCSA to share with her an email that stated that they asked TQL to take off that waiver language because that just is not right and it's illegal, right? And so it's just one of those things where they should be doing that, but they do, right? Now, I'm going to argue this fact, and I'm going to share a clip of this video that a truck driver shared to me, and I thought it was perfect for the segment that we are talking about today. And that is, there's a driver, he's taking a load to Florida and it pays $1,600, but now he's pissed because he finds out the freight broker got paid $4,000. And I understand a truck driver should make the bulk of the money when they're taking all the risk. Why is the freight broker making more money than the truck driver, right? And I agree with that. But here's the devil advocate that people are stating, and I want to know how you feel about this. If you own a business and you own a small trucking carrier, you got one truck, what have you, and you're working with a freight broker and you come out to the price of $1,600. And I understand the freight broker is going to say, I got no money. I can't pay you this. I can't do this. And then you say, you know what? I agree to take this load. What you are really saying is you crunch the numbers and you say, after taxes, after fuel, after expenses, after everything, that money is enough money for you to make that decision to take that load. So why does it matter if someone gets paid more money? And I'm just asking this question, right? As a business owner, myself, I'm just asking that question as a devil's advocate, okay? Not here to piss people off, but if you agree to something, and as much as this other person over here could be lying out of their teeth, if you agree to that cash number and you do it, do you have the right to be upset?
At the end of the day, they really sticking that wood in you. I'm over here in Denham Spring, Louisiana. I had booked this load right here. This load is going to Orlando, Florida. It's like 600 and something miles, but that ain't the crazy part. I had spoke with the logistics over here, and they told me that this load is paying $4,000. The broker only paid me $1,600 for this load. Right now, I'm feeling so stupid.
Right. And that's the thing. That's the question to be asked. Now, the part that's important and why the FMCSA is opening this back up, and I think the SBTC for reaching out and emailing FMCSA and getting them to open this up, basically gives you more time to comment on this. And when this comes out February 18th, I'll make sure to share it, right? It says here on January 19th, the Small Business and Transportation Coalition requested the FMCSA extend the comment period between 14 and 30 days due to the level of public interest in the topic of broker transparency, right? So thank you, SBTC, for doing that. What are your initial thoughts? Do you think this will help, not help? Back then it said the initial proposal prompted a 60-day comment period that ended in January 21st. It says, according to the regulation government website, FMCSA received more than 4,800 comments. So this is definitely important, right? That number will now increase as the public has been given another month to weigh in on the FMCSA's proposal. The new comment period is scheduled to run through March 20th. All right, so February 18th through about March 20th, okay? So giving you that extra month there. But mother truckers, it's definitely important to make sure you just write in the comments something. I'll put the links down. But, the FMCSA is making this public announcement that they're opening this comment section back open. And I think that is important. Now, I hope the head of FMCSA and the Secretary of Transportation does something about this, because this is something that's a concern for a lot of carriers. And so they should listen up and open up their ears to this. My truckers comment down below, but just want to let you know this information today, and again, I was playing devil's advocate on this. I know that's going to piss a lot of people off, but that's the argument, right? But the big thing I don't agree with is the waiver. If the law already states that, hey, you're allowed to exercise your right of broker transparency, but they want to blacklist you every time you do, that's when the government, I believe, should get involved, because that's just not right. My truckers, comment down below.